Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Podcast, a proud member of the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. Scotty and T-Bone press on despite my lack of professionalism. Titus Wayne joins us for the first time ever, and we hear some stories from the great Stuart Huff. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at wwsu1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
All right, we're back on the Life Radio Show. We traded everybody out. Tyler Carson's headed on down the road. Titus Wayne,
hi,
is now sitting in the studio with us.
We got a beautiful haircut.
Yeah, absolutely. And Scotty, by the way, Scotty Mays is still in as guest co-host for the week. What's with the hat and the do-rag? I don't even get to see. You got rid of the mohawk, and you're not even showing it off.
Oh, well, I mean, there's really nothing to see.
I've never seen you without the mohawk. So.
I'm pretty sure you have.
No.
I'm pretty sure you noticed the...
I've seen it flat.
Yeah.
I've seen you with your deflated mohawk because you didn't really take the time to pretty yourself up before you came on the radio show with me.
Well...
You should just do it all the way up, like a Guile from Street Fighter.
Yeah, pull that mic closer. You gotta get right
put
in
that in
there.
your mouth.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like you really gotta.
You're a comic. You ever used a mic before? Perfect. Yeah. You were listening to the last hour of the show.
Yeah. Well, as soon as I could pick it up, I was already on 106.9. That's my FM transmitter for my car.
Oh, okay.
I had to shut it off so I could.
Oh, so it was such a dead channel where you live that you went ahead. Nobody uses this one,
right?
And you.
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
106.9 used to also be my dead channel for my Mr. Microphone back in the day. So Mr.
Microphone
served many purposes.
It's really hasn't changed so much from the Mr. Microphone days. That's pretty much what I've got right here. It's just
we're not even broadcasting; it's just reverb.
Yeah, welcome to the Mr. Microphone Show. So. Titus, welcome aboard. This is your first time you made it in.
Yeah.
You don't have Facebook.
Welcome.
No, I don't.
I don't blame you, but you know.
Congratulations.
Right.
Yes.
But you miss out on things like this.
Yeah.
It is a cesspool negativity.
It really is.
Yes.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. You got to try to drown that negativity out. You know, I just it's hard to do sometimes. It really is because Facebook. You're right. It absolutely is, and I use Facebook for two things.
Right.
Advertising the show and the club.
Yeah.
And
something to read in the bathroom.
Keeping no, because I can't get my computer in there. Keep in contact with movie contacts and comedy contacts. That's the only. I don't get on there and cruise through and see what people are saying, and that's
no. Because that's how you get in trouble.
Had you worried for a second.
I was like, we're going to get one hell of a show now.
Yeah, anytime you get one of those long, opinionated paragraphs, especially with the political climate.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't a do-rag, by the way. All right, it's just a bandana. I'm not trying to sport any waves or anything like that. I don't want anybody to get jealous.
Yeah, my bad.
No, John, it's just a bandana.
Did he say a dog rag?
No, a do-rag.
Oh, I can't see.
Do-rag.
Yeah, that's
you got glasses on.
They're just for show. Those are his fake glasses. Yeah, but it's a look he's going for, not the sight.
No.
No, the hairstyle looks like the county jail starter kit. You know, it's just like a little fade right now.
Oh, yours? Okay.
Yeah, it's a new vision. I'm growing it all out, so it's going to take a little bit of time.
You're growing. You're going for the hippie look. You're going for the long hair.
No,
it's definitely not hippie-ish.
Well, not now.
No,
well,
nor
he said
will
he was
it
letting
be.
it grow out.
It won't even be that.
Oh,
either.
okay. So you'll just
have to wait and see, man.
Okay. I can't wait. I'm very impatient.
Well, I'm all about instant gratification too. Today is actually a milestone for me in my recovery.
Really?
I have not had a donut in like 4 weeks.
Oh,
And
man.
Recovery from carpal tunnel.
Yes. Well, recovery from donuts. Yeah, that's
I'm telling you,
an
man.
addiction, man.
Whew.
That's
Yeah.
So how were you taking your donuts when you were really hooked?
How was I
What's
taking them?
Yeah,
intravenously?
yeah, I was gonna say,
You can
were
melt
you
donuts,
free
too.
basing your donuts?
You never shut up a donut? Come on.
That's
You ain't
how you
lived.
know you're really addicted to them.
You ain't lived until you injected some Boston cream in your veins.
Yeah, what a ride!
Mainline that Danish.
Right.
Nobody does Danishes anymore. That's so outdated. Jeez.
Yeah.
Danishes aren't even addictive. No,
It's a gateway pastry. I'll give you that. You start off with Danishes.
yeah,
and
I mean
eventually
they're
you just
legal
pull
in
crawlers.
most of the states anymore,
John
at least
says hi.
medicinal.
Hi,
says-
John. John Morris.
John
what's up?
Morris. John Morris is.
Love you, John Morris.
Everybody on Facebook.
Yeah, let's
I
talk
once
to
again
Facebook.
grace your presence.
So, how long you been doing comedy? Just out of curiosity.
2 years
And to fill time
about
on this.
3 months.
2 years and 3 months.
Yeah.
What got you started? Just
Late spring, early summer of 2016, I was just really depressed and happened to be reading Napalm and Silly Putty by George Carlin. And I just kind of had the idea that, hey, maybe if I can make other people laugh, that'll kind of make up for the depressed person that I am most of the time. You know, it was kind of my way of like, hey, I can do something about this.
your levels are really low.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey, there you
I need
go,
to get
there you
even
go.
closer to
Yeah.
this. Okay.
You need to
Uncomfortably
you need to be
close.
intimate. You need to be intimate. Impotent.
I need to be impotent.
No,
You need to
don't.
be impotent.
I mean, that would I get in trouble a
That'll
lot
happen
with
in
women.
time.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that'll
you'll get there.
Yeah.
that'll probably help.
Take it from Scotty.
You will take it from Scotty.
Anyway, well, I see you're wearing your key around your neck. Is that the Cal key?
That
the
is-
key
it is the
to
Cal
the
key,
Dayton
yes.
City of comedy?
Cal Westra, yes, he's the saint, patron saint of Dayton comedy,
Yes,
as they
yes.
say.
Yes.
Yeah, he's. I mean, even early on, I think I wrote my first solid closer because of something that Cal had said. Because he would go to all the open mics that they.
Right.
Well, they used to have an open mic at Wiley's called Super Secret back in the day.
Yes. Back on Thursday night.
Thursday
Yeah.
nights, yeah.
And Cal would be there, and it was just something I threw out like in a second. And Cal he's like, I was thinking, it would be funny, because like those are going to be really like it's about pleasure robots was the
I remember
okay.
that.
I believe we've
I
discussed.
remember that joke.
yeah
Yeah.
that was all thanks to Cal.
All right. Well, there you go. Cow and the pleasure robots.
Yeah,
Hey, you better write that down.
that's a good band name.
That might be doable. Cow and the pleasure robots.
In the not too distant future.
Not call. I was putting down call the pleasure. Yep.
Call the pleasure.
Yep. Call the pleasure robots. I'll be home soon.
She's like, I started without you.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. The pleasure robot.
It was a 3-foot.
Yeah. The royal python. That's the callback to the last hours.
It's an in-joke that I wasn't a part of, but
That's
I laughed
okay.
anyway.
Well, yeah,
That's
but,
all right.
it was still funny.
Yeah.
Because, it was just the
in that
voice.
awkward, uncomfortable way. Like, I don't know what's going on, and you guys are putting things in my face. And
So,
Okay. Well,
it was a story about a 3-foot python.
okay.
Now Scotty's putting things.
calm down, T-Bone. I'll put something in your face later. Jeez. Come on.
She had that expectant look.
I was sending her 52 decibels, but she couldn't hear me. So.
Yeah.
Well.
Well,
See, too many inside jokes.
Yeah, sorry, Titus.
That's all right.
That's what happens when you don't listen
I'm
to the
well,
show.
You're right.
Because you're the only person that doesn't listen to this show.
Right. No, I've been missing out. It's just like Game of Thrones. I'm the only person who doesn't watch that either.
Me neither.
I don't
Really?
watch
Yeah, I
that.
have not watched a single episode.
I have
Me
never
finally.
watched either. So,
Someone
yeah.
else.
But
Okay.
you will.
I'm in the right
Have you?
room then.
oh yeah.
She
Okay,
is
okay. So
obsessed
1
with
out
it.
of 4.
Yeah.
Well, a quarter of the people here watch that. So,
Oh, so
Yeah.
so I have 3
Against me,
lovely
yeah.
gentlemen total.
It's all right. We'll make it a
2
party.
lovely.
I'll make it
One.
a
I have
party.
nothing
Really,
against
I don't
it.
know.
I just haven't seen it.
Just talking
Right.
now.
Is it?
It's
Okay.
there's so many.
Is it on Netflix though?
No.
Okay, then I'm not gonna
HBO
see it.
Go. HBO. I don't know. That's how they
pay
get
for
you.
that.
That's how they get you.
Exactly, yeah, because they put all the shows I don't care.
You know, you should set a webcam up in here and just do a live feed with your webcam as well.
Why?
While you're doing the podcast.
Well, then people would see me, though.
Yeah.
It would ruin the whole... Because my voice is sexy.
It really is.
You know,
it really
once
is.
if my beard could cover the rest of my face, I would be too, because I just have the.
You'd look like the old school Warner
Cousin
Brothers
Ed.
Wolfman.
Oh, I was going a different way.
Yeah, that's okay. That works too.
Oh, yeah. Either way, it's big hairy thing is what
That's my nickname.
what I've been called.
Big hairy thing.
I wait a little more.
Did you? Was there a weight loss story like so many other comedians that we know that?
Not really. I was just pudgy in high school, and then started doing drugs and hanging out with the wrong crowd, and it just started falling off.
No,
so.
well, it's a good weight loss program.
Cocaine's a
It
wonderful
really
drug.
is.
Yeah.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
really ups the metabolism there.
Yeah.
Yeah, crack stem diet. I'll tell you what.
We were supposed to receive a call, but we haven't got a call coming in.
Oh no.
Well, Stuart Huff was supposed to call
Oh man,
a few minutes ago. and
that would have
I
been
think
way
we
more
missed,
fun than
yeah.
me.
Well, that's
All
why I
of
had
us.
to call.
right.
I said, well, "Can you call in?" Right? Because this
kid's gonna be a bummer, man.
That's not right at all. You didn't come on here for this kind of abuse, did you?
I'm not sure.
You're not
Yeah,
sure.
you didn't know
You're
what
not
to
sure
expect.
why you come on.
It's my initiation, right? I
There
figure.
you go. There you go. Yeah, it's
hazing.
It's a friendly hazing though, because we all. It's like the comic world in general. We all
Right.
haze each other,
See, like,
except
we're-
every now and then you have a real idiot show up at an open mic that he's not actually going up on, and then were you there for that?
Oh,
idiot?
you mean the couple past Sundays where the
Yeah,
gentleman thought
yeah.
that he was on the show and
Yeah.
And was going to get
Ever-
paid, right?
yeah,
And we're going to get paid. Yeah, we get paid for this. Absolutely. Yeah.
that guy was
Yeah, you get those.
he was an
every now
eccentric
and then,
among
yes.
eccentrics. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it. Yeah, that's. Did you miss that one, Scotty?
No, I was following it through the feed. Everybody's reaction. I miss all the good Sunday night shows. A lot of crap's gone on to where I haven't really been able to make it out to a lot of things that I'd like to be at right now. But
Yeah.
my comedy game has kind of taken a back seat the past couple months. But I got some shows coming up, and I'm getting ready to get back into the swing of things. You know,
Really?
so.
Where's your next shows at?
The next one is actually going to be up in Chillicothe at Jerry's Pizza with Lori. That's August 24th. And then there's a rumor that I may be. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Somebody's calling me right now.
Of course, because you're in
Anyway,
the middle of something. Maybe that's the call that I was supposed to.
I'm supposed to be at Wiley's Sunday the 26th.
Oh, okay.
I'm closing that out. And
Cool.
then September 28th is a huge show with Mark Lungholm. He's a comedian, and he's part of the Addicts Recovery Tour.
Oh, cool.
And that's been one of my goals, was to share a stage with him. And that dream's actually coming true. Doesn't really say much about my career, but
Yeah, that's okay.
it's I get to check
Baby
it off
steps.
the list.
Yeah,
Because
I actually get to host a car show, like charity auction or something.
So,
coming up
in
that
Brookville?
same Sunday.
is that in Brookville?
No, I believe it's right up here, like the Holiday Inn.
Because
across
a
the way
lady
here.
I actually referred you to.
Yeah, I know, and I'm going to see what happens with that, because
What the hell is that?
I've never done anything like that. So, and I'm not big on crowd work,
No, me neither.
but I won't be doing. It's not like I'm going to go up there and do material. I'm going to be hosting an auction,
right.
and she wanted somebody that could get the crowd involved and kind of get more. So it
So
should be a good.
Are you going to
thing.
be the guy like speed delivering the numbers as they
No,
bet,
I
or-
don't think I could do that.
Okay,
I can just go.
that's basically it, right?
That's pretty
just
much
throw
what
like a
they
5
do.
after
Yeah,
everyone.
that's five. And we got a winner.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a phone call coming in.
All right. Don't screw
Let's
this
see
up.
don't screw this up. Let's hopefully the phone works. This is the life. You're on the air.
Good to know. Good to know.
Awesome. Hey, you're on our headphones, but
I like that. Just immediately, you're on the air. Don't say anything that'll get us fired.
Exactly.
This
Sorry,
is Stuart Huff.
Talk amongst ourselves.
Yeah. Do you guys have headphones over
It's
there?
not
You
on
have
there.
The headphones going on. So that's. Oh, never mind. I might be all right.
Oh, did he hang up?
Hello?
No, I'm here.
Okay. Well, somebody had the cue turned all the way down, so we couldn't hear your voice throughout the studio, only with the headphones, and we have a limited number, so I have other guests sitting around staring at each other. So,
brought a deck of
Stuart
cards,
Huff,
or-
how's it going?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. That's probably the best phone answering I've ever heard.
Well, yeah,
You're on the air.
we like to live on the edge. Because
Yeah.
you never know who's going to call. We did an impromptu interview with a rapper that called in asking if he could set up an interview, and I said, well, you're on the air. What do you want? And we've had wrong numbers before. That's always fun. So, yeah, it's...
You didn't want to just bleep the first 8 minutes.
Right. Well, that's the problems. I don't have an answering service. It's just me.
You ever take somebody's Chinese takeout order over the air?
Oh, we should. Yeah, if somebody called it in, I would. I'd do the accent, but that would be racist. But I'd do it anyway. Otherwise, they'd just throw the whole scam on.
Well, I mean, Hank Azaria did one for 30 years, and nobody.
That's true. So, hey, Stuart Huff, how's it going? Well, I already asked that.
It's good. How are you guys over there at Dayton?
We're good. Looking forward to this weekend. You're going to be at Wiley's.
Going to be at Wiley's again. One of my favorite clubs. The place is a filthy mess, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's home sweet home.
Absolutely. That's my club you're talking about.
I know. I love the place. I always have. I mean, I've been working there for, I don't know, a decade, maybe more. Love the place.
Well, so how long have you been doing comedy in general?
25 years.
Oh, wow. So a little while.
Yeah. I've been doing it long enough to where I can't quit now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I'm in too deep. Dairy Queen won't hire me back.
Yeah, well, they only hold your job for so long there. That's a cutthroat kind of company.
It really is. I got fired from the place. So
really, is there a good story to getting fired to Dairy Queen?
I hope it has something to do with not using the dip cone machine for the cones and dipping.
No, it's not. We're on the air.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but we're on the air.
We're barely aware of that usually.
So we're not going to use any euphemisms for dilly bar here.
Dilly.
Yeah, dilly.
I got fired. I really did. I got fired from the Dairy Queen. What they wrote down on my termination paper was unaccounted for frozen chocolate bananas.
That's even better than I thought it was going to be.
How did you get those out of there?
Well, it sounds like a joke, and it is, but this is what really happened. I had no clue that they had an inventory of frozen chocolate bananas. I didn't know. So in one shift of work, I put down 32 of them. I had youth and stamina and a goal. And I put a dent, and then another employee told me, we count all those at the end of the night. And I was like, oh, crap.
Well, that'll be easier.
32?
I put 30. Still to this day, I'm a grown man, and I'm proud of that number.
You should. That's worth getting.
That really is.
Right
to this day, you probably haven't had a Charlie horse since
plenty of potassium in his youth.
Wow. Got it in reserves now.
Still running on it. Yeah, I was, I was laying in the cooler floor with banana sticks all around me.
That is awesome.
So this is what happened was I found out they had an inventory, right? So then I panicked because I don't want to lose the job, and And so I replaced them with hot dogs.
Did you dip them in chocolate?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I would take a hot dog and I'd put it on the stick, and I'd dip that in chocolate and replace them. And you ever bitten into a frozen chocolate hot dog?
Oddly enough, I probably have. I've just been drunk, didn't remember.
Well, like you said, we're on the air. I can't really.
We're on the air, so let's just say it pisses people off.
Yeah. Titus said he hasn't actually bitten into one, but he is familiar with them.
Yeah,
he's familiar.
He knows their work.
Nice.
I went to community college. I know what goes on.
You know what's up, yeah.
Stuart,
so I got fired for that, yeah.
I gotta tell you, man, this is Scotty Mays. You were at Wiley's in late December of 2015, like I think it was the week before New Year's, and I was at your show and I laughed so hard. You literally inspired me to get into comedy, and I'm
sorry.
I know it's okay.
His fault.
But seriously, like I haven't got to meet you in person since that show, but I just wanted to thank you for being there at the right place at the right time for me, because there's been a lot of life-changing things that's gone on with me, and you're part of that story, believe it or not. So I appreciate it, man.
Well, that's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad. And I'm glad you decided to take the plunge.
Yeah, it was definitely different. I still suck, but I'm growing, I'm still learning, so it's good.
I mean, that'll never end, so,
I think you just said you'll always suck.
The suckness will never go away. And once you stick a black hot dog in your mouth while you're at it.
Only if it's frozen and covered in chocolate.
If you, in my opinion, if you're doing it, if you're trying to really, search your soul and do comedy that means something to you, you're never going to perfect it. You're going to, which is good. I mean, you never want to feel like, okay, I'm done.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So, I mean, every time I think, oh, I like this, and then 6 months later, I'm like, why did I like that? That was horrible.
Right. Well, as long as my life is still a mess, I'm always going to have material for it. So that
you're always going to have material.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine, Scotty. You're going to be fine.
Thanks, brother.
T-Bone says you will always have material. Well, that's who we have in the studio. We have Scotty Mays, Titus Wayne, and T-Bone over here. T-Bone is here. Is Scotty's Uber today. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
She's got to run him around everywhere.
And I'm going to have her breathe into a rag before we leave, and I'm taking her home with me.
Yeah. Does this
Well, that's not really Uber. I'm not dropping them off. That's just ooh. You're missing the last part of that, aren't
There's a very fine line between Lyft and human trafficking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still working on some things.
Fine line. Yeah.
So there's a lot of changes.
I do love Wiley's. I don't know. There's something about that room that I don't know. It's if you don't mind me saying so. I mean, it's a lot of clubs now are kind of have that corporate feel to them where everything.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I don't like that feeling. To me, comedy should be like an old jazz kind of smoky basement kind of feel to it. We're gonna be in the dark and we're gonna say some stuff that you can't say out there on the street. I like that.
Yeah, that's true.
I like that feeling. Is that blood on the carpet? Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's definitely Wiley's. We had the back doors open doing some filming in there of a movie we were involved in. And when we opened that back door and the sunlight hit that carpet, it was like, man, you can tell this stuff's been here since like the mid 80s. There are cigarette burns everywhere.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I just feel, God, I walk in there and I'm like, yes, this is it. This is, I don't know. I don't need some big, huge green room with cantaloupe. What am I? I mean, that's it's just, when there's exfoliating soap and so, jeez,
Yeah, comedy's supposed to be a little dirty, I think.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what I was
Yep.
thinking.
Yes.
And we keep it there.
I love that. Yeah, I love the grungy feeling there. I love that. I mean, I feel at home every time I walk in there.
Mm-hmm.
More like a dive bar and less like a shopping mall.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's like
I
the
had a
old
guy
trap
one
houses
time-
I used to hang out in.
It was like, I don't remember this. I don't remember when this was. This was, I don't know, 8-10 years ago, something like that. But I had some guy. I was on stage. I had some guy. He tries to come up those stairs, to get on stage, and he's mad at me. I'm doing. I don't remember what I was doing, some religious jokes or something. He's furious, and he kicked a hole in the wall. And I was just laughing at him. So then anyway, like 12 months later, I go back. The hole's still in the wall. This is great.
Yep, it's a memory.
Yes. It's like, I don't remember who it was, but some comic I was working with had a great joke. They said, I don't have any tattoos. I got scars. I don't need tattoos. I got scars, And that's the way I feel about Wiley's. You don't need nice drapes, on the carpet and a hole in the wall.
We got that.
Yeah.
We'll just cover it up with some blue paint. It'll be fine.
Yeah, cover it with a little blue paint. We actually did that when we did a film premiere in there, and when we pulled the screen off the wall, it took a whole bunch of paint with it. So there were some white patches in the blue wall for a while till we found the right paint.
You can still see the patches.
I love it.
Yeah.
If you look closely.
I love it.
Oh yeah, we keep it real. That's what.
Yeah. And I hope it always stays that way, I hope it always has that character to it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna, me and the other two owners, we have some plans to bring back the mural and bring back some of the way it used to be before some of it changed to try to go, I guess, somewhat corporate, which wasn't good, and we're going to try to bring some of the old feel back to it.
Good.
That is awesome.
I like that.
So
there's been so many great comics, through the. I mean, it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Wiley's was the first comedy club in Ohio, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, it was.
First one in Ohio. I mean, it needs to stay, and it needs, Yeah, I love the place.
We're glad to hear it, and we're glad to have you coming this weekend. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I haven't seen you perform before, but I've been checking out some of your videos on YouTube and stuff like that, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you this weekend.
Oh, I can't wait.
Well, I'm looking forward to it too. I've been in Canada this month. I've been up north. I've been in Canada and Wisconsin and Minnesota. So it'll be good to be back in Dayton, where people when they're mad, they yell at you
instead of apologizing for being mad. I'm sorry. I'm mad, eh?
Don't you know?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
actually. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, the first time that I saw Stuart was, and it just reminded me, Super Dope Comedy Show. And it's Dan Seabury and Joe Robinette, fellow Dayton comedians' birthdays today. I wanted to say that. I don't know if
It's
you guys
Joe's
had...
too. I didn't know it was Joe's, and I should know because I grew up with Joe. So.
Oh.
But I didn't know his.
Yep. Yeah, so happy birthday, guys.
Happy birthday.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break. I'm going to go ahead and let you get back to what you were doing, and I appreciate you calling in, and we look forward to seeing you at Wiley's this weekend.
Absolutely, and I hope to see you there, Scotty. It'd be nice to talk to you face to face.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll see you there.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Thanks,
Take care
guys.
now. Yep.
Yep. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Stuart Huff calling in. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and take a little break. I think since we were with softer music last break, we're going to have to Scotty's dying for some Pottersfield, I can tell. So we're going to have to play a little Pottersfield. Yeah, I don't.
Do you have any
Getting your
Megadeth?
auctioneer voice ready.
Yeah. Everybody show already spell it Pottersfield. We'll be back here shortly.
Wednesdays on Eventide, Robert Yetter and Mike Shea sit down and throw albums at each other, talking about them, picking them apart, ripping them a new one. All different artists, all different genres, all different levels of suckage. It's Track Record, Wednesdays at 9 a.m. on the Eventide podcast feed. For more information, go to eventideent.com.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker at Wiley's Comedy Club, and you're listening to WWSU 106.9. I swear to God.
All right, we're back on the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith, still sitting here with my guest co-host, Scotty Mays.
Hey.
Just looking forward to wrapping this up. Scotty is. I'm not. I wish it could go on
No,
forever.
Me too. Let's do it like Johnny Walker.
Yeah. Yep, there you go. There you go.
Yeah,
T-Bone still sitting off to the side.
Hello.
Absolutely. And Titus Wayne. I didn't forget you. You look like you get right past me.
No.
You saved the best for last.
Exactly.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Well, you're the important guest. This hour's all about you. Let's hit some news story.
Okay. This hour is all about you as we take a phone call and then hit some news story.
And there's only 20 minutes left.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, technically 10.
As
long as I get the last 5, it's fine.
It's all about you and these news stories.
Right.
Oh. Yeah. In a trend worthy of condemnation, people are apparently trying to stretch their dollars by reusing old condoms.
Oh.
It may be thrifty, but it's also dangerous. Very dangerous. That's why the Center for Disease Control and Prevention felt obliged to be proactive about the proper use of prophylactics. That's a tongue twister, being proactive about the proper use of prophylactics. And I did it.
I can't believe... No, go ahead, just finish it.
The CDC released a tweet last week reminding people not to reuse or wash their rubbers. Unless they're British, then you got to wash your rubbers every now and then. Dr. Elizabeth Tyrone, an epidemiologist at the CDC's Division of STD Prevention, I'm never going to make it through this, said the people who reuse condoms are putting themselves at risk of being disgusting. Incorrect use, such as reusing a condom or using more than one at a time, which is sometimes feels necessary, diminishes the protective effects of condoms by leading to condom breakage, slippage, or leakage, which nobody wants breakage, slippage, or leakage.
No, not with people dumb enough to be reusing condoms.
Right, exactly.
Right.
They don't
because
need
that's
to
gonna
reproduce.
Yes, that should be. Yeah, that should be the end of them. Their line should die out with them.
Right.
They should. If you improperly use one, there should be like it should be like a bear trap. If you try to use it again, it just clips you right off. Now, yep, I'm going to market the bear trap. They'll sell like crazy. A pregnant woman in Canada had a stomach-churning experience Sunday morning when she was served a latte filled with cleaning fluid. When a condom breaks, you got to do what you got to do. Sarah Douglas of Lethbridge, Alberta, was on her way to her son's baseball tournament. See, they were already too late. When she went to a McDonald's drive-thru for a latte. It wasn't until she was on the highway that she suspected something was wrong. She said, I immediately put on my hazard lights to pull over and spit out and rinse my mouth out with water. I opened the lid of the coffee and out pours this pungent smell of chemical. It wasn't a latte at all.
It was a latte.
Yeah, it was a latte latte. It was a latte gonna be pregnant no more. Douglas, who is 7 months pregnant with her third child, said the liquid in her cup was a watery brownish color. Kind of like a latte.
You would think.
That wasn't in Florida. It wasn't maybe, Porta John guy.
That was in Canada.
The Canadian Plan
but
B.
It was at a McDonald's, and they do tend to get orders wrong a lot.
Yeah.
So that could have been what it is. They just
that's probably meant for the person behind her.
Latte,
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
There was a person behind her who was ordering the cleaning fluid.
Right.
I thought you said sanitizer. How did I get that wrong?
That is terrible. That's why I don't go to McDonald's, because I don't want anything to damage this precious life growing inside of me. My body is a temple. Sure, the walls are expanded a little bit and the paint's peeling, but my body's still a temple.
It's hairy.
It's a Buddhist temple, but a temple nonetheless. Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte oversaw the destruction of 68 smuggled luxury vehicles and motorcycles on Monday in the province of Luzon Island. Let me get to the next page, because there's more to this story. Duterte ordered the demolition as part of his government's anti-smuggling and corruption campaign, according to a press release. Government videos of the operation were posted to Facebook. The clips show large bulldozers driving over tops of Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Porsches, and Harley-Davidson motorcycles, crushing them under its tracks. The vehicles had been smuggled into the country from the U.S. Their combined value was $5.5 million. Nothing on that one? Okay.
It's just painful.
Yeah.
Huh.
Since we have an Uber driver in here,
Yes.
an Amish man in Michigan is putting a new spin on ride sharing with his horse and buggy service that he has branded Amish Uber.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Giddy Up.
Yeah. I bet you did. Timothy Hochstedler of St. Joseph County said he started offering $5 rides in a horse-drawn buggy in the city of Cologne. No, this is Michigan. That's Colon. The city in the city of Colon, after learning about Uber, the app-based ride-sharing service. He said, Uber is a cool thing. Every single year something new comes in, and Uber's hot right now, so we have the Amish Uber. We can deliver people to their front doorsteps. Hochstedler, who is not affiliated with Uber, said most of his customers are tourists, but locals also enjoy his services and rides. Most of them are from Colon, but the Colon people, I just wanted to say Colon people.
The Colon people.
The Colon people have given me a few options like, would you give me a ride to Curlies? Or
It's a short ride.
It's
about a short and curly.
Short ride from Colon to Curlies.
Just around the corner.
That's the name of this episode, is From Colon to Curlies. I couldn't even get all this.
So I how did the Amish guy hear about Uber to begin with?
On Facebook, I guess.
Yeah, on his smartphone.
Pigeon messenger. Somebody flew him a note.
And for
there's this new cool thing.
For $5 more, we'll let you use the butter churn.
Well, yeah, that's a whole different service. What did I call it? From Colon?
From Colon to Curly.
That's killing me. It's been a long day. Got it?
Because right in between, we've got a big chocolate banana.
That might be the hardest I've seen you laugh in a long time, man. Congratulations.
It just takes a little colon and a little curly.
a little colon by the Curlies there.
Man, I can't keep it together anymore. You're going to have to take over, Scotty.
Just tell me which button to push. I'll do it.
I wish that was the first time I've ever heard you say that. I'm going to take you from Colon to Curlies, boy. My dad used to threaten me with that all the time. Oh, sometimes, Titus, we go out of control.
Oh, that's all right.
I got to get my composure back.
Okay.
This is totally unprofessional of me.
I could offer to do some material that usually sobers the room up.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I've heard. Every time I've seen you, you've been out of this world.
Little too emphatic. Yeah. First go there.
A team of domino enthusiasts in Germany said a Guinness record attempt involving more than 600,000 domino tiles was foiled by a mischievous fly.
Oh, I do.
And his name is Patrick Sinner. Patrick
They
Sinner.
named the fly? They named the
Why
fly?
not? Patrick Sinner,
it was
21 years
Brundle.
old, who leads a team of 20 people in
I thought
setting
their
up the
lifespan
dominoes
was
at a
24
gym
hours.
in Nida, said that the team's 2 weeks of hard work were ruined when a fly landed on a mini domino and set off a 600,000 strong chain reaction prematurely.
But it did look pretty cool, right?
I'm sure it did. I don't know if the fly lived through it though.
Well,
He probably had
Yeah.
a domino fall on him and crush him.
Yeah,
Or
well,
he morphs into Jeff Goldblum and said,
he said the many dominoes are easy to knock over as they are only about the size of a fingernail. Center and his team were still able to break Guinness records for largest domino wall, the largest spiral, and the largest domino cube.
the
This
largest
should be the
mass
one
And the-
started by a fly.
Yep, and the smallest fly.
who goes by Patrick.
Patrick Center. He's a center.
He's a center.
Center.
Little center. He stopped hanging around the Curlies.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, from Colin to Curlies. Dang it, Scotty. This next, we're talking about heavy metal. This next story's for you. 2 elderly men escaped from a nursing home in Germany to attend a heavy metal festival.
Yes.
On Friday, police said. Nursing home officials discovered that the 2 men were missing and alerted police, who eventually found the men at Wacken Open Air, the largest heavy metal festival held every year since 1990 in Wacken. Perfect. Although police found the men disoriented and dazed, they didn't want to leave the concert. They obviously liked the metal festival. Spokesman Merle Neufeld told Merle Neufeld. That's a great name right there. Merle. Told German broadcaster, I'm not even
Come on, man.
Norddeutscher Rundfunk. I will show you that name, Norddeutscher Rundfunk. The care home quickly organized a return transport after police picked them up. The men reportedly took a taxi back to the nursing home along with a police escort. Norddeutscher Rundfunk.
Europe knows how to do
that
it,
was
though.
one of the bands.
It does sound like one of the bands.
Norddeutscher Rundfunk.
I thought that was the lyric to Rammstein.
Oh man, some of these stories are just killing me today. I think we're done with news. We gotta promote shows coming up. Like for instance, Stuart Huff's going to be at Wiley's this Friday and Saturday.
Big deal.
You definitely have to go out there.
And Karen
Jaffe is going to be featuring. Not sure who's hosting. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Somebody's going to be
But
hosting.
I think that's awesome.
Probably somebody.
It's going to be a great weekend at Wiley's.
Absolutely.
Everybody should get down there for sure.
I'm gonna try to be there for at least one of the shows.
You should.
Even though I think I just.
I mean, you do
I
own the
think
club,
I'm
so it'd only be
around.
appropriate if you.
When did this happen? Scotty, you already said, Titus, you got any shows coming up anytime soon?
No.
Awesome. Scotty, you already went through yours. You want to hit them again?
Well, no, I don't. But I want to hit on that. There's a big rally coming up August 26th, the
August
FOA
26th.
rally, downtown Courthouse Square.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to see what recovery looks like, don't worry, it's not contagious. You're not going to catch anything.
Recovery's not contagious?
You know, I think it freaks a lot of people out because they think we're like Christians that judge people, but it's not like that.
It is the recovery part that freaks people out.
Yeah, because I think they think people in recovery think that they're
you're
self-righteous.
not allowed to say anything about.
And it's not even like that. You know, I'm not going to.
It's not a comedy show, but I will be DJing electronic music Saturday at Stage Door at 9 p.m.
We'll let you plug that. That's
okay.
Fine. Yeah.
Cool.
Whatever you have going on, man, that's why we're here.
Cool.
It's the life, man. This is about the life.
If it's part of your life, we want to hear about it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Not everything, but you know, stuff that you have going on.
I maintained my composure today. So
yes, that's good. Yeah, we didn't have to talk about what we talked about Sunday. Which I don't think that needs to go out over the air because that's a very personal thing.
Yep.
T-Bone, you got any shows coming up?
Well, I'm performing at the Red Salon Saturday doing back to school hair. So
back to school hair.
Mm-hmm. School starts next Wednesday.
Is that a thing?
She's a stylist, man.
I do hair and makeup, so I'll be at the salon.
I've never gotten a back to school haircut.
Oh, it's a new thing. They have a lot of new things like back to school parties, apparently, end of school year parties. I think they're just coming up with reasons to do things that.
Well, yeah.
So
Otherwise, life's boring if you don't have reasons to do things. Most of my life, I've looked for reasons to do things.
Looking for reasons not to do something.
Yeah. I'm looking for reasons why I need to keep doing this, actually. And
I'm like, it's raining. Can't I just stay in bed today?
Really? Yeah, I stubbed my toe. I should take off work. Reasons not to do things works as well as reasons to do things.
Absolutely.
You guys okay over there?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm actually agreeing with you.
Okay. Well, I couldn't see you.
I'd love to
nodding
stub
over
my
the
toe and not go into work.
Absolutely. That would be fantastic.
That's actually a good excuse for me tomorrow because I got to be
there. You go.
5 in the morning.
So. Yeah, I have to be back out at Jamestown by 7. So to do what we could have done today, I'd have just been there until now. so we'll come back. We'll come back. Because there's always a leak or a plumbing issue, or there's everywhere. From colon to Curlies, there's
colon to Curlies. There's always a leak.
There's always a drip or a leak.
Always, yeah, something's always dripping.
Something
you got to keep it out of the Curlies.
Always something needs to be sopped up or wiped clean.
Oh man,
chocolate sauce.
Yep, chocolate hot dog. It's
what a great story.
I think we've had like 50 good names for this episode.
Yeah.
But
good luck, man.
Nothing beats colon to Curlies.
It's always a pleasure to be able to come on here and do this show with you.
I'm really glad that Ed canceled.
Yeah. Thanks. Shout out to Ed. Thanks,
was
man.
that? Oh.
Yeah. Ed John was supposed to be my guest co-host, and he let me know about 6 hours before the show he couldn't make it. So
it's not even raining this time.
Yeah, appreciate you, Ed.
Well,
Wakanda forever.
He said he was going out of town.
So. Go buy the
like,
spark plugs.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, spark
plugs.
plugs.
Be seeing a spark plug dealer. Well, Scotty, thanks again for filling in and being so much better than Ed. And for bringing T-Bone, or vice versa, because you really brought him. So I appreciate that.
No problem.
Titus, it was good to have you on. We'll have you back sometime. You should get Facebook and just ignore everybody else.
Yeah.
And we'll get you back on the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's been fun. Yeah. So, and thanks Stuart Huff for calling.
Yeah. How awesome was that? That was cool.
Excited to see him this weekend.
Very cool.
Me too. I like I said, I hadn't really seen a lot of his material, and I started checking him out on YouTube, and really funny stuff.
Really, I think one of the smartest comedians working today.
Oh yeah. Some of his stuff was brilliant. I heard on there. So yeah, get out to Wiley's. Go to Wiley'sComedy.com. Get your tickets now before they're sold out. Otherwise, you'll be at the door, and we'll all be laughing at you and pointing and saying, "Yeah, you waited too long."
You hop on that bus and take it back to Colin Town to the short and curly. I can't.
He tried.
It was on the way. It's just I think you ended it prematurely. Sometimes,
well, I'm good at that.
Sometimes a trip from colon to Curlies ends prematurely. Oh, my golly. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. As always, I apologize.
Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check us out on the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network or wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we're on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM with a repeat broadcast on Wednesdays from noon to 2, or you can always stream the show live at wwsu1069.org. If you have suggestions or comments, feel free to email the life1069@gmail.com.
We're going to be in the dark, and we're going to say some stuff that you can't say out there on the street.